Morning guys, beautiful morning, and following on from a video of one of my vlogger chums, Ian, who's also a Brit, who was also making the point about we're all going to die and death is going to reach us all. Absolutely, I agree with him 100%. So have a look at his video as well. But yeah, that's my point. My point is you've got to make the most of what you have in the remaining days, months, years. My plans are, and hopefully they'll come together. Hopefully they won't, but or maybe they won't, but hopefully they will. But this is what I'm doing, building the dream. The little house I'm building. I intend to sit on my terrace here, for my remaining years once this is completed, looking out at this view over here. Can't quite see Mount Arayat today, it's in the cloud cover, but yeah, looking over at this view over here, I'll probably take some of this foliage, a little bit of the foliage down, so give it a little bit more of a view as well. And yes, that's my plan, that's my plan. Everyone should have their own plan, of course they should. And reality is, we are all going to go at a point in time. It's one of those things. Life is part of, dying is part of life, as they say, isn't it? Yeah, life is about the journey. Life is that journey of when you start and when you finish and what you do in the time frame. And you get to the life of us, our sort of ages, 60 plus. And you then have to take your choice. Or do you go for a quality life and purely enjoy the journey? Maybe shorten it because you're going to be in places where there isn't such good medical services. Or do you sit next to a hospital for the rest of your remainder of your life? Keep taking tablets and doctor's instructions and whatever else to prolong it by a few weeks, months, years, whatever the case is. But that's choice, that's the choice. My choice is very much being where I am now, what I enjoy. Somebody made a comment on my last video about this, that I'm giving dangerous information. People are going to die early as a result of listening to my advice. I'm talking naive. People aren't as one's comment was, people aren't as intelligent as I am. Therefore they may, you're ridiculous. Ridiculous. The only point I'm making is, when I hear people talking about the Philippines as if to say, oh, if things go wrong here, you're in trouble, it's dangerous. The point I want to make is, yes, of course, as this is in many countries of the world, if you have a serious health problem. So look after your health as best you can and make your choices then. Do you leave home, your native home, and go somewhere else to enjoy life, the remaining years? Or do you just sit and do nothing? It's the choice you have, guys, everybody. But life is about that journey. So Can't do any more than that. Can't advise any more than that. Can't tell you to do what I do. And I wouldn't. I can only show you how it exists for me. And my point on life is exactly the same as Ian's. You know, we're all going to go one day, and we're going to take it every day as it comes. Every day as it comes is a new day. The World Expo at the moment is, it's been on for a few months now in Osaka. Osaka have the expo. It's not going to, I think it's got about another few weeks to go. It's been going for a few months already. And it's already reached its, the numbers, so it's regarded now as successful. It's gone over the break-even point. Before it started, the Japanese were very concerned. Was this a waste of money? But it seems to have done well for Osaka. It's had lots of visitors from both local residents and overseas visitors. Lots of overseas visitors as well. One of the interesting exhibits, which is getting a lot of attention in the Japanese press, is the, it's worded in, I don't know if it's worded this way on the stand, but the way they're talking about it in Japanese media is the future, what the future is looking like for, you're going to choose, or you will be able to choose between dying or becoming an android in the future. So you're which means you're going to die anyway, doesn't it? I mean, I don't really understand why android, if you become an android, that would be the same as living. But anyway, this is what their technology is talking about. This is what the ideal technology is talking about for the future. I mean, and this is an exhibit that's on at the expo in Osaka. Interestingly enough, talking about other things, you know, we talk about AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and how that's developing and how that's becoming an enhanced product in everyday life, and is going to become something of everyone's lives as we progress in the future, in work, in the home, in education, in all forms. I mean, it's going to become a reality. And I can see that effectively having robots in our life. Now, robotic chickens, maybe not. Robotic people, yeah, maybe. But the point I wanted to make about the Android and the effects of ChatGPT, you know, if the brain can actually be affected to think like a human brain, I'm talking about artificial intelligence. You know, eventually they can fix each part of your body. Technically, it's possible. Technically, it's possible. You know, you could live forever. I guess the question is, how much has got to be of you has got to be artificial? How much has got to be artificial before you're no longer human and you become an android? You know, so if you have a hand or a leg, that's artificial. You're still you. You're still human, aren't you? You have a heart, a different heart. You're still you. But when this starts changing, when you change this, and it's still you, and when other organs start happening to be updated and changed, and when you no longer need food, you just need to be plugged in. Yeah, maybe you will be able to live forever, but what a life, eh? Imagine. No more sausage rolls, gosh. No more bacon butties. Fish and chips, pork pies. Yeah, I think I'd rather have a couple more years, if I can, get out of it, than become an android. That's my view.